Hello and welcome to the first year students understanding your transfer credit. My name is Kim Loring. I'm with the School of Engineering First Year Advising Hub. However, if you are joining us and you are not one of the School of Engineering majors, you are still welcome at this webinar. This is still relative to your transfer credits, what will transfer, and any deadlines, any additional information you need to know, it will be provided during this webinar. Now, if you have any follow-up questions that maybe aren't clear or you just want further information, please contact your advising hub directly and they will be able to assist you further. So again, this is just me right here. I'm one of the advisors in the School of Engineering First Year Advising Hub. So once you get here, you will be advised by all of us, and then later on you will get an official advisor for your major. So in the beginning, I'm going to just go over some general information you should know about transfer credit, and then I'll go deeper into AP, IB, Cambridge, dual enrollment, and then transfer credit, and then how you can find your credit if it's been transferred in. So the big question we always get is, how much credit can I transfer in? So students entering their freshman year for fall of 2025, you can apply a maximum of 32 credit hours towards your degree. For us in the School of Engineering, we always recommend you transfer in everything. So any credit that you have, transfer it in. And then when you meet with an advisor, you can discuss which would be most beneficial to your degree and what your plans are. Is there a deadline to request the transfer credit? Yes, so you have to get your transfer credit in within the first year while you're here. That is a university requirement no matter what. So after that year mark, it will not be able to transfer any longer. We as advisors always recommend the sooner the better. So if you can request them as soon as possible, so that way we could possibly get that in before you even register, that's great. If it comes in after, that's no problem. Just discuss with your advisor like, hey, I have some AP credit that I'm waiting on. It's going to transfer in as Calc 1. So I want to go on to the next math course. And then your advisor will advise you on exactly how to proceed. Now, are there any limits to your transfer credit? So yes, you have the 32 credit hour cap, but there's also maximums built into the specific areas. So in this case, a max of 8 AP or transfer credits in general can be counted towards your Haas core. Any additional credit can be applied to your free electives. All approved transfer credit that was taken prior to RPI can be applied to math and science. However, once you are officially matriculated, so you start taking classes here within the fall semester, any additional transfer credit, you would have to get approval from the associate dean of the School of Science. So that's just them signing off saying like, yes, you can transfer in more. But again, overall, you still only have a cap of 32 credit hours, which is still a bunch of credit. So continuing on with the general overview, if I have a completed 3 credit hour course at another institution, do I receive 4 credits for the equivalent course at RPI? No. So you can only transfer in the same amount of credits as you've taken. So you can't get more for what you did. Now, I always tell students, if you transfer in the 3 credit hours and it's normally a 4 credit hour course, you need to discuss with your advisor on how you make up that credit. That might be another 1 credit hour class. It might be taking an additional class that might go to multiple areas. Everyone's gonna be a little bit different. So don't think like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to use that credit because it's only 3 credits. It's still usable, it still can meet the requirement, but you have to make up the credit otherwise. Now, does my credit impact my GPA? So no, when you transfer in credit, whether it's AP, IB, Cambridge, dual enrollment transfer, whatever it is, if it transfers in, it's just meeting the requirement. So it doesn't negatively or positively impact your GPA no matter what. What if I transfer in credit, but I decide I want to take the course at RPI? This is a common question. So say you transfer in Calc 1, but you're like, listen, I took that AP when I was in my junior year. It's been 2 years, and I just want to get started on the right foot. You can take the class at RPI even though you transferred it in, but at that point you're forfeiting that credit because you decided to take it here. So the credit can't be counted towards like a free elective or anything. It kind of just gets pushed to the side. Again, if you have any questions about that, talk with your advisor. So now we're going to move on to the area specifically about AP scores. So if you go onto our registrar's website, which I have it linked. It will be posted on our School of Engineering website, all this information. Actually, a lot of it is already. You can go onto the registrar's website. It's also a quick Google search if you wanted to do that. And it tells you what are the accepted AP scores and what it's the actual course name and number are at RPI. So for scores, no matter what of the accepted exams, a score of 4 or 5 is needed in order for it to transfer. Now, you do have to request the transcript through College Board. RPI does not request it for you. You need to do this. So you go directly onto your College Board website. The institution code is 2757 if you ever need that. A lot of times you can look it up on the website anyway. And then after you have requested your AP score to be sent to RPI, the registrar's office, and I'll be referring them to them as RO for now on, will receive the scores electronically. So all scores will be processed and added to your record according to the policy. So again, as long as it's a 4 or 5 and it's listed on there, you're going to get credit for it. Now, the next slide is really big because you actually get one free transcript to be sent per year that you take APs. So the deadline to request this is June 20th. So if you're looking at this now and it's before that time frame, please go request it. Even if you're not sure if you want to utilize that credit, just request it. Like I said, you can always retake classes here. It's better to have the credit than versus opposite if you're like, oh, I really wish I transferred that in. Scores will be released in early July, so it might happen, then we might get them before registration. It really just depends on how College Board is running at that point. If you request after June 20th, the additional score reports will have a fee associated with it. So like I said, if you wanted to use your free score, you can send it over before that time frame. Now IB scores. So again, it's listed on the registrar's website, all the different exams we accept and then the different scores. Like I said, 6 or 7 are required on the accepted exams. So IB exams will be released on July 5th. If you request before July 5th, you should contact your diploma program coordinator to request it on your behalf. If you're requesting after July 5th, you can go straight through the IB website and request it yourself. And again, once you send it, RO will receive the results electronically, and then all credit will be processed according to the IB policy on the registrar's website. I will show you at the end of this presentation where you look exactly to see if the credit has transferred. But let's move on to the next type of transfer credit. So Cambridge advanced level or A-level exam grades. So again, it's listed on the registrar's website. When in doubt, go to the registrar's website when you're talking about transfer credit. And you must receive a grade of A or B on eligible exams for the transfer credit. So once your results are released, you're going to need to submit an email to the RO at transfercredit@rpi.edu with the following information. So you'll need your RPI RIN, which that's going to be a common thing you need when you're talking with advisors or anyone on campus. You're always going to want your RIN. Usually it starts with 662. It's a 9-digit number. Your century number, your candidate number, exam series month, and your exam series year. And that's where the registrar will go in and look for it. If they can't find it, you might have to get a certifying statement to be sent to RPI. Registrar is really good about it. They'll let you know what's happening. They'll communicate via your RPI email. So just make sure you have that set up and that you are looking at that. I would check it a few times a week, if not every day, just to make sure you're keeping up with things. But just keep on the lookout, especially when it comes to transfer credit. So after your results have been released and they receive the transcript, they will let you know about it through email. And I will also show you exactly where you can look. So transferring dual enrollment credit. So say you took a class through your high school with dual enrollment, you do need to have this form signed off. So what this form really is saying is you took them in high school, but the credit wasn't utilized towards your high school completion or graduation requirements. Because if it was, RPI won't allow it to transfer because it was already utilized. So with that being said, you have to send this form over to your high school, and it has to be the school principal or a guidance counselor that fills it out, certifying that it wasn't used for your high school completion. Now, if it was, unfortunately, that credit's not, you're not able to use it. So I would say don't bother filling this out, because at that point you're just going to hit a dead end. But if you're not sure, follow up with them to say, hey, I'm trying to get this credit looked at. Do you know if it was utilized or not? And if they say, no, it wasn't, then you move on with this process. So they fill it out. And then once they fill out all this information, they're going to email it over to the registrar's office. Um, and the registrar's office will take it from there. Now, as long as you have grades posted from that class already, you can send the official transcript directly from that college to RPI as well. Either of these, if they do electronic transcripts, they can send it to this one. If it's paper, it's going to go to the address here. Um, and then you'll have it sent over. If you're waiting on grades, you're gonna obviously wait till the grades posted and then send your official transcript over. Just know there are additional requirements, so you do need a C minus or better in order for it to transfer. And again, if say you transferred in and you're like, oh, actually I want to retake that class at RPI, you still have that ability, but if you wanted to transfer it in first while you're deciding, you can do so. And then on the slide, I just showed you where you can go. It's going to be the registrar's office website, specifically under registrar forms. And then it's just the dual enrollment credit high school certification form. And like I said, if you're with the School of Engineering, these documents are already on our website, so you can always access them that way. But if you wanted to go directly to the registrar's website, you're welcome to do so. So now we're moving on to transfer credit. So transfer credit's a little bit different than the dual enrollment. This is not associated through your high school. This is literally, maybe you do this during the summer, or you did it during another summer, and you want to transfer obviously the credit in. So first, the institution where the college credit is taken at must be accredited and recognized by the U.S. Department of Education. Second is it has to be a grade of C minus or better for it to transfer. So if you're trying to figure that out, say you're thinking of taking summer classes before you come here, you're going to want to fill out this form, and then it's going to ask for all your personal information and then the institution, the dates. And then you're going to send it over to the registrar's office at that transfer credit at rpi.edu email. So once you send it over to them, they're gonna check it. If they need additional information like a course syllabus, they will send you an email saying, hey, we need this. Um, Upon approval, that's when you can register for the class and take it. If you have already taken it, you still have to send the paper document over to registrar, and they'll let you know if it's been approved or not. And then you can send the official transcript with the grade after. Whether you already completed it, you can send it. If you're still waiting on the grade because you just got it approved, finish the class and then send the official transcript with the grade, because remember, you need that C minus or higher. And then upon their once they get that and everything's been approved, then they will send you an email saying, hey, it's been approved, it's on your record now. And I believe it's the next slide, or it might be the following slide after, where I can show you where it's going to be. Again, if you're looking for that form, it's under registrar forms. You will have to scroll a little bit farther down. I did a screenshot of it, and it's just the transfer credit approval form. And also, just to go back, this form has instructions on it that are a little bit different, because it's usually for students that already been here. So like I said, you're not contacting the different schools within RPI directly. You're going to just contact the registrar. So now, where can you find all your transfer credits? So this is AP, IB, Cambridge, dual enrollment, transfer credit. It's all going to be under your SIS, your student information system. And if you go to your student menu, as seen on the picture, and kind of scroll down a little bit, view transcript, this is going to be your unofficial transcript. It will show transfer. Now, say you sent it a month ago and you're still not seeing anything. You can always email the registrar and see the status of it. But like I said, if you sent it in, say, by June 20th for the AP scores and you're not seeing it within the first week of July, maybe give it to the second. It might not be exact. But like I said, when in doubt, you're welcome to email them if you have any additional questions regarding your transfer credit or a process. Now, this is a quick sheet that was developed directly from the registrar's office. I'll leave this up for a second. You can scan this and it'll bring you directly to the registrar's document, and then it has everything hyperlinked. So you don't even technically have to do anything. It's nice, quick. And also it has the assistant registrar who deals with the transfer credit, Mary Gallagher. Um, that way, if you have any questions, but honestly, everything is out there. What we always say as advisors is just get it in as soon as possible, um, just so we can advise better. And also when it comes to registering for classes, it makes it a lot easier. So we're not having to do overrides for co-requisites or prerequisites if we don't need to. But that should be it. If you have any questions, there will be advising drop-ins depending on which school you're with. Always check your Advising Hub website. Like I said, for School of Engineering, our website is up to date at this point. So to have all the information, how to deal with all your transfer credit, registration, your time ticket information. So go look at our website. And then some other reminders, just one more time, set up your RPI email if you haven't done so already. Keep an eye on your email regarding transfer credit or just updates from your Advising Hub or advisor in general. And then look out for different webinars. So these might be advising webinars. School of Engineering will have advising webinars before registration. So ours are already on the website, so you can check out those dates in case you need to work around your work schedule. And then that should be it. So I want to take the time to thank you guys. I hope you're excited. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, just reach out to your Advising Hub so we can all help you out. Okay. Have a good one.